What will you do when they come begging for help? When a family shows up at your door, or some father that's got kids back wherever he lives and he needs food or water, are you going to open your hand and give them something, or are you just going to turn them away with a cold shoulder and say, hey, I don't got anything? We receive blessings when we help others. It's always, you get what you give. I've seen it over and over in my own life. Have you guys? I'm probably pretty sure that you have. So let's be honest here. Not everyone has the intelligence or the foresight to prepare like we do. Not everyone can see clearly enough to know that something may happen in the future and that they should have some supplies, put away. People are stupid. A lot of people are just zombies to the television and whatever the media tells them or whatever the government has announced. And they think that the government will come in and take care of them like their mommy. And it doesn't work that way. We all know that. We are indeed our brother's keeper. The dumb ones that don't prepare, they don't deserve to die. They may be dumb, but we have to do something to help them. If all of us preppers stockpiled another 10 or 15%, think of how many people you could save. They may not be comfortable, they may not like it, but they'll be alive till the food truck gets there. It's up to us, because the government has shown us time and time again that all they take care of is themselves and their elite friends, not the average Joe, not the widows or the orphans or the homeless or the displaced by the disaster, just themselves. I've seen this in every disaster I've ever been involved with, and I've had a few. I know some of you are out there saying, hopefully not too many of you, but some of you are out there saying, if anyone sets foot on my property, I'm just going to shoot them, and they'll ask questions later. But let's stop and think about this honestly. Could you really kill somebody over a bottle of water or a damn can of soup? If you can, then you're on the wrong channel. Because I have a heart. This is for the normal, average Joe. We're not Rambos and we're not psychopaths. Okay? We're preparing to take care of us and our families, and hopefully enough to help our neighbors when something happens. That's being human. I'm not talking about gangs or raiders, looters. Deal with those as you have to, because they're clearly evil, for lack of a better word. But for a mom or a dad or a kid or some homeless person who hasn't eaten since the disaster, you got to help them, man. And I'm not saying give everything away. Have a little percentage set aside that you could give away. You can go to the local food bank and get a couple cans, or go to the grocery store clearance section and buy a couple cans, or just pick up a couple of cans of soup or chili and have it extra. A couple of cans of, beef ravioli. It doesn't matter. Something for them to get by, and a couple of bottles of water. You'll not only be helping them, but you'll be helping yourself, because you can live with yourself if you help them. If you turn them away and they're starving, you're always going to wonder in the back of your head what happened to them. If you have a conscience. I mean, if you don't, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But it's also, you know, you got to save your family first. It's like when you go on an airplane and they tell you if the oxygen mask drops down, put it on yourself first and then help your neighbor, because without oxygen, you die, and if you're dead, you can't help anybody. So it's the same principle. But you do want to help put that oxygen mask on the other guy too. Okay? And as many as you can. I know for myself, if I can help, I will. Maybe it's a couple of cans. Maybe it's a bottle of water. It's whatever. That's not a weakness. To me, that's wisdom and compassion. Something that this world is severely lacking. And we need to make up for it. We're preppers. We're survivalists. We're not the survivalists of the 80s that want to go out and play Rambo every weekend. We're survivalists as in taking care of our family and our community. Yeah, there's a risk that maybe they run their mouth and tell others that you had some food, but maybe not. If you tell them, hey, this is all I've got, be honest with them. I'm sorry, this is all I have, but I don't want to see you starve. They may be really grateful. And they may offer to do some chores in your yard. They may, who knows, pay you back somehow. Or maybe they'll end up as your best friend. You don't know. You don't know what the future holds. I've seen it before in my own life. I've helped people and they've become really good friends. You never know. Life is an adventure and we're supposed to live it, you know, with our neighbors, not by ourselves. The truth is, relief usually kicks in within about 7 to 10 days. Usually somebody makes a run to the closest town that wasn't affected by a disaster. Or a food truck will come up. Or the grocery store will open up and run with flashlights. You know, when we had the campfire, we were up here almost 30 days after the fire and we still didn't have power, electricity, phones, cell phones. It was all out. And the local store, everyone was dying for the local store to open up. And we had to drive about 25 miles to go get food. And so you'd make a food run once a week down this long-ass road. And sometimes the people would come back up with USDA food packages. And that was a godsend. But it takes them about 7 to 10 days, sometimes 14 days to get to you. Because they got to go through all their paperwork. Come on, it's the government. You know that. There's tons of paperwork, I'm sure. They can't even blow their nose without filling out a form. You can't save the whole world, but maybe you can save your little corner. And sometimes that's enough. Let me know what you think about this. Am I being a softie? Or am I being an upright person? You know, I'm 69 years old and I've seen a lot of crap in my life, and I don't want to be one of those people who have no heart. I want to help as many people as I can and go out of this world smiling and leave people in a better place. That's been my motto all my life, is to leave things better than I found them. And that includes people. So comment down below, subscribe if you can, and share it if you can. I appreciate it. I think this is a message that most prepping channels aren't giving out, because most people in this world are me first. And I don't want to be that way. And I hope you don't either. Anyway, let me know. Patriot Zero out.